Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Yankees Jets fan 71 back with another video. Today is going to be a video where I just want to discuss my 2020 New Year's resolutions as it pertains to the hobby. 2021 was a real shit show for most of us, including myself. Personally, I made decisions I shouldn't have made, and they came back and bit me in the ass. Also in 2021, I kind of took a break from the hobby, the card collecting hobby, when focused on the bobbleheads, and added about 69 new bobbleheads to my collection. As you can hear, the party that's going on outside in the street where I live, that's going to change in 2022, guaranteed. Also, I focused on other stuff other than sports. I added a lot to my Spider-Man collection, and that's just something also I want to do. I want to do a Spider-Man related video. I have a Spider-Man channel, I just can't access it. I forgot how to access the second channel, so I may just have to start a new one up just to be on the safe side if I can't access it again. And to join us tonight is Aaron Judge. This is a brand new bobble that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I will do a full review on this bobblehead sometime in the near future, but let's take a look at what I got here, and I'll just go ahead and explain some of these. So number one is organization. I say this every year, and every year I just don't do it. I have got to have at least, and this is Yankees only, about 20,000 Yankee cards. That's just ridiculous, and a lot of it is not organized. A lot of it's in I have a bunch in binders. I have about, I want to say, near 50 binders, and about 97% of those binders, maybe a little less than that, but it's in the 90s, are Yankee binders. The rest I have are Jet binders, Islanders, and Knicks. But I have also cards in boxes. I have cards in plastic drawers. I have cards in long boxes, and that need to be organized. And unfortunately, I had just been too lazy, and the thought of organizing these cards just drives me crazy. It gets me sick to my stomach. This is something I should have done from day one when I started recollecting cards back in 2002. And because when I was a kid, when I was collecting, I had these cards organized. I had to. My mom made me organize these cards. My grandmother bought me those plastic, I don't know if you guys remember the vinyl lockers and card organizers where you just separate them by team and put them away. I had about like three or four of those as a kid, and I still have 2 of them somewhere around. So if I could do it back then, I can do it now. Plus, I also want to know exactly how many cards I have. So trading card database might be something I might be looking more into. I do have some cards on Google Documents, so I could also go from there. I just need to know how many Yankee cards I have in my collection. I just want to know. Number 2, condense what I collect. What I mean by that is I collect so much stuff when it comes to sports. I collect Yankees, Jets, Islanders, Knicks, Hall of Famers, players that I admire. I have PCs, player collections for so many players. I need to condense that, because if I keep going like this, I'm going to be broke in no time. So what I'm probably going to do is just concentrate on Yankees, Jets, Reggie Jackson, and maybe another player or two. I haven't really decided. I think I'm going to put the DJ LeMahieu PC collecting on hold for now until I get things back in, get back into the collecting and getting everything organized. I may actually, and I think the other player I'm going to continue collecting it is Mark Teixeira, because I've invested so much in him already, so I might just do Reggie and Teixeira. I did want to start a side PC of of Ricky Henderson, but only collecting his Yankee stuff. I mean, he has enough Yankee stuff. I don't need to delve into his Oakland A's or his Mariners or his Mets or his Padres or whatever other team he played for. If I can find Ricky stuff as a Yankee, then I'll be picking that stuff up, because when he was with the Yankees, he was probably one of my favorite Yankees. So so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mainly concentrate on Yankees, Jets, Reggie, and Teixeira. Focus on what I collect. Now, this goes hand in hand with part 2, with I want to, if I just focus on the Yankees and just stick with the Yankees, the Jets, Reggie, and Teixeira, I'll probably, be able to save some money in the long run. Um, and plus, it'll also help me organize my collection. So if I just focus on on what I want to collect on those guys, I'll probably enjoy, be more happier, and I'll be less stressful into trying to get an Eli Sorokin rookie, which that I don't have, and it's expensive, and yada 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 yada. Um, Number four, fill holes. Now, I was looking. I have a Yankees checkbook that was published back when I first started collecting. Like in 2004 was when it was published, and I was looking at my Yankees pre 1970, like before, like 19. I have some sets in the 60s I'm working on that have gaping holes. Now, full disclosure, I'm probably never going to finish those, and I'll tell you why. Because Mickey Mantle is really expensive, and I'm not going to be able to afford a Mantle card in any of those years, unless I get like a really low graded card, and someone takes pity on me and gives me a deal on these cards. So to get Mantle is it's probably not going to happen. Yogi's expensive also. Ford is somewhat relatively affordable, but he's going up because he's no longer with us. Um, so yeah, I want to kind of try, especially the 1965 sets. I want to try to start putting those sets together. The 1965 Topps baseball card set is just so gorgeous. It might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, vintage set that Topps did. Aside from probably 55 or 56. I think it's 55. I really like a lot also. So I want to start filling the holes in those sets and trying to finish off the vintage sets. If I can finish the 60s relatively, or I wouldn't say finish, but if I can get close to finish, then I can move on to the 50s and try to fill those holes there. I mean, luckily, a lot of the base cards are not expensive. It's just superstars that are expensive for me, like the Mantles, the Berras, even Rizzuto, because he was playing in the 50s, so he's expensive. Billy Martin's expensive. Players like that, but the other players I can probably fill up pretty quickly. And number five, expand the collection. Which I think I do a good job of at right now. I think that with the bobbleheads, the pins that I collect, the autographs I collect, the baseball autographs I collect. I've expanded my Yankees collection in that aspect, but I also want to expand it in the cards. I look at like Jerome. Jerome has a gorgeous Yankee collection. I'll tell you why. Jerome delves into the pre-war cards. Now those are cards I'll never be able to afford. I can't afford a Highlander card of Frank Chase or of Jack Chesbro, which I would love to have those cards. I would love to have some Highlander stuff in my Yankees collection, but they're just expensive. So if I can expand the collection into maybe like Redmond cards, or for like premium cards, I start picking up some premiums. Like the food premiums I love those cards so much, and I do pick some up. But if I can pick more up, try to finish the Kellogg's runs that Kellogg's had in the 70s and 80s. Do those. If I can, but I would love to pick up some pre 1950 Yankee cards. I would love to have a Joe DiMaggio in my collection. I would love to have a lefty Gomez. I would love to have a Bill Dickey in my collection. It's just something that I gotta focus on. One that I didn't put down here and I should have is to also add to the autographs. I have close to 300 different Yankee autographs. I think I may actually have even gone over 300 different Yankee autographs and cards and photos and in baseballs. And that's one thing that I also love collecting is autographs. I used to be an autograph hound. I used to run around to hotels, wait outside Yankee Stadium to get these players to sign, and I don't do that anymore because it's a madhouse. The last time I did it, some dude punched me in the back of the head with a baseball trying to get Joe Mauer to sign it, and Mauer signed his baseball, and he just not signed my baseball and walked away. And that was the day where I was like, you know what, I'm done, waiting outside hotel rooms. I'm done waiting outside Yankee Stadium for autographs. I'm done with the in-store signings because it's just a shit show. It's crazy out there, and sometimes you wait on long lines and you have to, abide by their rules. Like when I went to go get, oh my goodness, I forgot his name. He running back from Cleveland, from the Cleveland Browns, um, Jim Brown. Sorry. When I was waiting for his autograph at Macy's, we were told that you buy $50 worth of merchandise and he'll sign what you bought. So I bought a couple of things plus a Cleveland Browns mini helmet. I brought it up to the table. His handler said he's not going to sign that, and I just took the pre-printed photograph that they printed for him, signed it. I was so furious that I went back to the register and I returned all the stuff that I bought. And it wasn't just me, it was a bunch of other people. And I got lucky where I returned the stuff and kept the autograph, but I heard the manager say the next person that returns their stuff take their autograph. So that's another reason why I stopped doing these in-store things. I just don't like the pictures they give us. Some of them is crap. But I would like to try to figure out a way to add to the Yankees autograph collection. So that's one thing I'm really going to focus on this year's Yankee autographs. I'm also going to try to fill some holes in the Yankee vintage PC. Try to, collect food premium cards of the Yankees, and also the Jets. Let's not forget the Jets. I have holes in the 1960s run. Most of my Jets 70s on through 2000, whenever Topps stopped making football cards, most of them are filled. The only cards I'm missing really is like Namath stuff, and I collect Namath, but I can't afford his cards from the 60s. They're very expensive, but there's some holes with there also is the Jet stuff. So I got a lot to keep me busy in 2022 if I'm going to get back into collecting cards. And most of all, enjoy the hobby, guys, because that's what this is. This is a hobby. It's going to take our mind off our problems. It's going to make us feel better about the lives we lead, and it's going to just, relax us. And that's what this hobby should be. It should be a relaxing thing that puts smiles on our face, not stressful things where we have to chase stuff down and we're worried that we're not going to get what we want. We just have to enjoy the hobby, guys. So anyway, guys, I've rambled on long enough. We're going to be going on to 13 minutes. I just want to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope you guys have a safe new year. Please don't drink and drive. And I hope you guys get everything your greedy little hearts desire. I'm kidding when I say that, but I hope you guys get everything you want in 2022, and just, set your goals and smash them, bro. Okay? Hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you soon. Card family for life, guys.